Donald Trump is not even a week into his second term when a Republican member of Congress has submitted a bill that would allow him to break the 22nd Amendment and serve a third term starting in 2029. All right, so let's break this down. So for the most important thing you need to know here is do not get too up in arms because this is not going anywhere, but I think it is worth examining regardless. So there's a guy in Tennessee, a congressman, Republican named Andy Ogles. Now, Andy Ogles introduced a bill on Thursday where it basically, what he is saying is that Donald Trump should be allowed to serve a third term because he's the only person who can really fix what's going on in the country, and he needs more time because the Constitution obviously limits any president to serving 2 total terms, whether they're back-to-back or non-consecutive, as in Trump's case. Now, Trump has entertained this in the past. He spoke at a Republican conference meeting after he won a second term, and he said this: "I suspect I won't be running again unless you say, he's so good, we've got to figure something else out." Now, that was treated as a joke. I will note that Donald Trump has joked about running for 3 terms before. Here's the thing. This is virtually impossible to make happen because it would require an amendment of the Constitution. Because the 22nd Amendment makes very clear you can only serve for 2 terms. So what Andy Ogles is proposing is essentially like, well, we need to ignore the 22nd Amendment. This is not going to happen because to change the Constitution, you need 2/3 vote in the House and the Senate. Now, remember, Republicans have a majority in the House and Senate, but not even close to a 2/3 majority. And there are no Democrats who are going to vote for Donald Trump to get a third term. Okay, so it's not even going to make it that far. But let's say it did. You then need 3/4 of the state legislatures in the country to approve it. And that is definitely not going to happen. So it's not going to happen, I think, is the most important thing. But what I will say is a couple things. One, Andy Ogles is doing this for obvious reasons. He's trying to cozy up to Trump, yes, but he is also in the midst of a federal investigation into a $320,000 loan he gave his campaign in 2022. And the local media stations down in Tennessee reported it did not appear as though he had the money to do that. And so he's under federal investigation. They are sort of trying, he and his lawyers are trying to tie up and slow that investigation. But look, this is a way to get him in Tennessee some positive press. I love Donald Trump so much that I'm saying he should be in for a third term. It's a publicity stunt. It's not going anywhere. But I do think, so that Ogles is doing it for that reason. But I do think there will be some murmurs, whispers, chatter in the coming months and years to try, among Republicans, to try to make this a thing. It is not going to be a thing. As I said, the bar for amending the Constitution is extremely high, and Republicans are simply not going to meet it. So you should take this literally. Yes, this is something he's doing, but not particularly seriously, is my take. Though I will say, I guarantee you Donald Trump loves every second of this, and if he could and make himself be allowed to have a third term, he absolutely 100% would. All right, everybody, take care.